Forgive, focus, fly, and keep growing. That's what it says. Forgive, focus, fly, and keep growing. That is the quote in the Morning 5 Planner this morning. Pop it open right there. Forgive, focus, fly, and keep growing. That is a quote contributed by Frederick Leonards. Now, Frederick Leonards is my guy. Frederick Leonards is the man. Frederick Leonards runs around with my guy Lou, and they're from the auto industry. So they run around all over the country doing sales training. Here they are at my guy Bruce Miller's spot down there in Louisiana, Miller Motors. But these guys are just incredible. They've got their own podcast, the Car Guy Coffee podcast, which is incredible. I've been on there twice. And as a matter of fact, they've actually hosted this show a couple times when I needed some help. Back in the day, they were a host right here on #Rise and Grind. So forgive, focus, fly, and keep growing. Love that. That is their slogan. That is their mantra. That is their quote. We're actually going to dive into it a little bit more here today. But check this out. This is what these guys do, and this is how they do it.
Go ahead and give us one clap on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Forgive, focus, fly, and keep growing.
Keep growing.
Woo!
Roll on.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Good morning and welcome to Rise and Grind Live. Unlock your full potential with the power of daily motivation, education, inspiration with your host, Glenn Lundy, a husband to 1, father to 8, global motivational speaker, and the author of The Morning 5.
I'm Heather Parody, former therapist turned online entrepreneur and wannabe comedian.
Celebrity interviews, transformational information, and a massive community around the #1 morning show in the world. It's 5:30 a.m. and it's time to rise and grind. Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you, my friend? How are you, my friend? Dude, today is Monday. That's right. Today is Monday, October 30th, 2023. And what's crazy is today is the very first and the very last time it'll ever be Monday, October 30th, 2023. So I want to make sure we make the absolute most, and I do mean the absolute most, of this absolutely incredible day. Hey, I don't know what's going on out in the world, but I know that some people are tired. I know that we're headed into the fall season. I know that life has been happening. And so I personally am going to ask you to do me a huge favor right out the gate this morning. I need you to share this feed out into the streams. I need you to tag some folks right here today, first thing in the morning. People that you know should be here. People that you know are normally here. People that are might maybe trying to find the feed right now, but they can't find it because, listen, life is happening out there right now, man. And more than ever, we got to help people change the way they start their day. I'm telling you, right now, people are starting their day, grabbing their phones and in the news, and it's not good. It's ugly. We got economic this. We got wars. We've got disasters and destructions. Like, come on, man. Life is coming at you. Don't you know? Life is coming at you. So we need more of this space right here. We need more people in this community right here so that we can start our day on a strong, powerful, positive foundation and go out and love on people out there in the world. People need your love. So do me a favor, share, tag, do all of those things. I would greatly appreciate it. Again, today is Monday, October 30th, 2023. I'm coming to you live from Lexington, Kentucky. Oh my gosh, I can't even tell you how happy it is to be home. I mean, golly, dude. Last week, I was in San Antonio. 800% Elite Automotive Retreat in San Antonio, Texas. I was out there for 5 days. It's an amazing city, no doubt about it. And we had an incredible time, no doubt about it. But golly, I just wanted to come home because the week before, I was in Miami, and yes, the beaches are beautiful, and the ocean is incredible, and we had this amazing experience at NAMAD, no doubt. But dude, I'm telling you, when I was in Miami, I just wanted to go home. I'm telling you, because right before that, I was in Italy. I was in Italy for 8 days, dude. 8 days. So we went Italy 8 days, Miami 8 days, San Antonio 5 days. I mean, it's been a busy last 5 weeks, of travel. Now, listen, moving forward through the end of the year, I got a couple short trips to round out the year. We're going to hit Beaver Toyota. We're going to hit Carter Myers Automotive Group. We're going to hit the VinQ Unleashed event. I'm going to be speaking at Used Car Week in Scottsdale, Arizona. So we've got a few events coming up, but for the most part, we're going to slow it down a little bit. We ain't going to slow down the grind. We're not going to slow down the work. We're not going to slow down the impact, the intention, but we are going to slow down the travel just a little bit, because I'm telling you, that was too much, man. 8, 16, 5. I was gone like 22 days out of the last 4 weeks or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to slow down the travel. We're going to dig in. My friend Stars Tina was talking about it just a bit ago. We got like 9 weeks left, just under 67 days, I believe. 64 days left in the year, I think it is. Go ahead and drop it in the chat if that's different. 64, 63, something like that. That's an important number. If you're new to this community, it takes 67 days before something becomes easier to do than to not do. 67 days. So the things that you want to implement in 2024, I highly suggest that you start implementing those things now. Because if you start implementing them now, then as soon as you roll into 2024, you will have already made it easier to do than to not do. So for example, you got a new health goal, a fitness goal. You want to write, you want to be a writer. You want to write every day. You want to get up early every morning and join us here on this show. I would highly suggest that you start doing that now. That way, when January comes around, it's easy. You're like, man, I can't not do this. So the best way to achieve your 2024 goals is to start right now. For real, for real. All right. So it's been busy. I'm here. Couple weeks left to the end of the year, 9 weeks left to the end of the year. We're going to slow it down on the travel. We're going to dig in. And next year is a big year, by the way. Next year is the Kobe year, in case y'all didn't know. And we're going to dive more into that a little bit later. All right. But listen, amazing time in San Antonio last week, for real. It was incredible being in San Antonio, being with all my peeps, all my automotive peeps. We had an amazing experience. The 800% Club retreat. It started off with a Halloween party. There's my guy Brandon dressed as Pikachu, his favorite character. There's Courtney. She's my executive. She's on the my executive assistant team, and they were having a blast. But we had a costume party. Your boy dressed up. I dressed up as Morpheus from The Matrix, had a little airsoft gun, and rocked out my Matrix with my little clip-on sunglasses. We had a blast that night. Then the next day, we had incredible, just killer speakers, right? Killer speakers. Danelle Delgado was in the building. There was this guy named Ramon. What is Ramon? Ramon Ray. No, I'm just kidding. We all know Ramon Ray around here. Ramon Ray was there. Absolutely put it down, killed it. My guy Paul Daly in the building. Jason Rice, Danny Zozlowski was speaking there, which was incredible. Lisa Copeland came through and poured into the people, which was amazing. My guy Brian from ABN Live, he was there. I'm probably forgetting a few. Glenn Lundy spoke. multiple times. I spoke multiple times throughout the 2 days, which was fun to just pour into my people, right? So it was incredible, right? We started off with the Halloween party the night before the opening night. It was a casino party. And then from there, we went to speakers all day long. And then after having speakers all day long, we rented out Six Flags theme park in Texas. Yeah, that's right. You heard me. We rented out a Six Flags theme park. We had a big section of Six Flags. We had 5 different roller coasters. We had four different big rides, roller coasters that we got to ride, including this one right here, which was just insanity, right? But we rented out the whole place just for me and my 800% club members. And so we had roller coasters to ride. They had like an open bar or a couple of different open bars. We had food. They had a haunted house. They had all these like zombies that were running around, scaring people and all dressed up and so on and so forth. Like, it was crazy, man. And you want to talk about like feeling like a kid again. It was just nuts, man. There was three bigger roller coasters. One called the Road Runner, which was kind of like, PG-13 roller coaster maybe, or a PG-12 roller coaster. That one was fairly easy. And then there was one called the Cliffhanger, and the Cliffhanger was nuts, bro. It took you all the way up, and then it took the cart and it tilted it over to where like you're just facing straight down and you just hung there for like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All of a sudden it would just, and there you were just zipping around the roller coaster, right? So that one was freaking nuts, man. It was amazing. And then there was another one called the Rattler, and the Rattler roller coaster was insanity. I mean, this thing was tweaking you around, flipping you around, tweaks and turns, massive speed. Like, it was insane, dude. It was such a rush. Like, you weren't even expecting it. It seemed like it was tall, but I didn't know it was like, it was amazing, right? I mean, the Rattler was shocking. Literally shocking. That is the word that I would use. And so it was a lot of fun. We just felt like we were kids, right? You ever have that, I wish I had the whole theme park to myself kind of vibe. Like, here we were, everything's big and colorful and music and magical and all those things. And it's just us. My guy Ramon was there. Ramon almost didn't make it. But we had a great time. And I'm telling you, man, I used to be scared to death of roller coasters. This Cliffhanger one, the one that just goes up to the top and just hangs you over for like 6-7 seconds, and then all of a sudden, like that one, I was petrified when I got on that thing, because you could see it. Like, I saw other people on it before I ever got on it. You know what I'm saying? And you could just see people hanging there looking straight down from like 100 feet in the air or whatever it was. And so I'm going up this thing and my eyes are closed. Like, I'm petrified, right? Like, literally, I can't even open my eyes as we're going up. It's like, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, man, what am I doing, dude? My heart rate is way up. I'm like sweating, hands are sweaty. I can't even open my eyes. And then we get up to the top, the Cliffhanger part. I feel us hanging over, but I can't even open my eyes to look down. Like, I'm petrified, right? Fear. And then it goes through the whole thing. And then after that experience, I went again. I went a second time. And when I went the second time, I had my eyes open the second time, which was weird because I couldn't open them at all the first time. I was petrified. And then I went a third time on the Cliffhanger. And when I went the third time on the Cliffhanger, not only did I keep my eyes open, but I also had my arms up in the air. I wasn't even holding on to the harness anymore. I went from petrified, can't open my eyes, to arms up, just enjoying every second of it. And I thought about that a lot afterwards. I was like, man, how is it that there was enough fear to cause a physical reaction in me? Heart rate, clammy, sweaty, eyes closed. Like there was enough fear to cause a physical reaction in me. And at the same time, it was not enough to stop me from getting on. And that's what we're going to talk about a little bit today, this thing called fear. But first, you know what we got to do on this show. Come on now. You know what we got to do. For those of you that know and those of you that don't know, this is the part of the show where I need you to hit that share button. That's right. I need you to hit that share button because I believe if we can change the way people start their day, it'll make a massive impact on this planet. I truly believe that. And sometimes all it takes to change the way somebody starts their day is for you, yes, you, to hit that share button. This is also the part of the show where we're going to get our bodies in motion. An object in motion tends to stay in motion. An object at rest tends to stay at rest. So let's get these bodies moving. Lastly, this is the part of the show where I want to say good morning to you, and I want you to say good morning to me. All right? Whether you're watching live or you're watching on replay, say what's up, I'll say what's up back. All right? Alicia Moore, good morning. I'm so glad you're here. Russell Hill, thanks for being in the building. Stars Tina, thanks for getting us kicked off this morning. I really appreciate it. Scott Simons, thanks for always being here. I was thinking about it this morning. Scott Simons, Liza Borges, they're here for me every single day. Thank you so much for that. Tom Popelka, thanks for being in the building. Jim Royal, I'm glad you're here. My guy Ramon, who I was just talking about, is in the building. Carrie Carter, I think you just updated your profile pic. I saw you swimming in some like beautiful, serene waterfall canyon area or something like that. I'm like, okay, girl, enjoy that. Felicia Shakespeare, thanks for being here. Sol Salcido and Bella Rigby, thanks for being in the building. Christina Howard, as usual, thanks for being a staple in my morning. I appreciate it. Justin is in the building. What's up, Justin? Great to see you, bro. Waiting for that book. Can't wait. Kate Bowman, thanks for being here today. I'm so thankful for you. You're pretty amazing. Tarika Simmons is in the building. Marilyn Wilkins, Wendy Reeves. What's up, Vicky Everett? Great to see you as well. I see Natasha Smith and Randy Wagner. I see Mr. William Bush is in the building. Great to see you. Natasha Smith's in the building. Melvin Rodriguez, thanks for being here. Roddy Rock Hatfield, thanks for being here as well. I really appreciate you. Crystal over on Clubhouse. What's up, Patty over on Clubhouse? How you doing, Tanya and Monty over on Clubhouse? What's up, Natasha and Antonio? Great to see you. I see Ray and Dominique and Sharon and Annette and Angel and Monica and Patricia and Mindy and Tina. I see my guy, Tim Hunt. Love you like cook food, bro. Feel like I haven't seen you in a while. What's up, Angela Heath? Great to see you. Mike Strong in the building. Yeah, you bet, Scott. Thank you, my man. Pamela Duran, what up? And thank you guys all so much for being here. I want to thank you for being here today. I also want to thank you for being here last week. Last week, my girl Heather Parody held the fort down. She held the fort down right here on hashtag Rise and Grind. I had terrible service in San Antonio. Heather stepped in, held it down. Shout out to Heather Parody for holding the fort down around here, but also shout out to Heather Parody for completing a marathon on Sunday. Yesterday, I think it was, maybe it was Saturday. It might have been Saturday. On Saturday, Heather Parody knocked it out. She ran her marathon in 4 hours and 12 minutes. Average pace, 9 minutes and 38 seconds. I'm so stinking proud of Heather Parody for completing her marathon. Liza killed her marathon like 4 weeks ago. And then Heather knocked hers out. These two ladies are absolutely incredible. So Heather, thanks for holding down the fort and congrats on your marathon. Now, another experience that we need to talk about this morning that's pretty serious is there's a member of our community. Her name's Gail B. Craft. You guys might know Gail as one of the Twang sisters. And Gail and Vicky Everett have been a part of Rise and Grind for years and years and years, like since the very, very early days. They've been a huge part. And they have something called the Twang Sisters, and they go out and they create custom gifts for members of our community. We've used them, multiple times for different reasons. They're just amazing humans that are always here. And Gail has been super excited to have another grandbaby. And her daughter, Rebecca, ended up going into the hospital, was in the hospital for like a month complications with the pregnancy, and then ultimately delivered the baby at 26 weeks. And so she is in the hospital with the baby. We need prayers that baby continues to grow. The baby was 1 pound, I think 2 ounces when the baby was born. Just imagine this little tiny thing. And so she has to stay in the hospital. Well, the baby has to stay in the hospital for another couple months, basically. And obviously a lot of medical bills that are adding up with that. And her husband has some medical issues where he has not been able to work. And so they've been getting kind of hit from all sides. And I thought this morning, they have a GoFundMe set up. I'm showing it on the screen right now. If you look in the top left corner of the GoFundMe, there is the link that you would type in. It's https prompt/gofund.me/8E5E6236. And I'm guessing my friends Dora Maria or Marilyn Wilkin or somebody can drop that link at the top of the room on Clubhouse, if you would please. And I am asking that this community that Gail has been an incredible part of for many years, I'm asking that we all come together in this time and help lift them up. Let's help lift them up. All right. So I'm going to take just a minute right now. If you want to do it right now, you're not going to miss anything. The only thing on the screen is the GoFundMe link. So if you want to go do it right now, you can go ahead and do it. Vicky's asking if we can drop the link in the Facebook feed too. So if somebody could do that, that'd be great. And I'm just going to pray for Rebecca and for her family. And while we're doing that, if you could help out, that would be greatly appreciated. All right. So, Father in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Your kingdom come, Lord. Your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. God, we come to you together in prayer this morning. And I know that your word says, Lord, when 2 or more come together in your name, that ultimately it will be felt and you will respond. And so, God, we come to you together this morning on Monday, October 30th, 2023. And we just ask that you put your hands of healing on Rebecca and her family. Lord, put your hands of healing on that 1 pound tiny little baby that is fighting for life right now. God, we ask that you are with them, that you're with their family. I also ask, God, that for those of us that are fortunate enough, those of us that have extra, those of us that have surplus, those of us that are in a position where we can really make a financial and positive impact on the B-Crafts. I just ask that you put it on their heart, Lord, to go to the GoFundMe and support, show their support and be able to lift them up. They have many burdens on their plate today, Lord, as many of us do. They have many burdens on their plate, and this is one burden that I believe we can lift for them together with your blessing, God, and with your heart. God, we also ask that you just wrap your arms around them. Let them know that you exist. Let them know that we love them deeply, that they are not alone in the midst of this current situation. And God, of course, we pray that this baby pulls through, strong, and that ultimately you have a design and a plan for a long, happy, joy-filled life for this child and the parents of this child. So we ask all these things in Jesus' name, Lord. Thank you so much. Amen.
For somebody going through tough times, for somebody struggling just to keep your head above water, you're trying, but things don't seem to be quite working out the way you planned. You thought you'd be in a different place at this season in your life, but you're still suffering.
You have no say-so in what happens to you, but you have a say-so in what you do about it. You have a determining voice into where your life can go. See, life is 10% what happens to you. It's 90% what you do about it. You get a setback. You get thrown off course. You lost your mama. That's dirt. But show me something that has grown into something beautiful that didn't have no dirt on it. You need dirt on you to develop, because dirt ain't just dirt. Dirt is fertilizer. Dirt is nutrient. Dirt gives you the strength for your seed to push through. You gotta have dirt on you to push through something. Everything you see that's beautiful starts out as a seed, but that seed got to get dirt on it. You got to have dirt on you to grow into what life got for you.
The only thing I want from you is that every single day when uncertainty creeps in, I need you to get up and I need you to go heavy on it. In the midst of opposition, in the midst of challenges, in the midst of adversity, when you taste a little bit of blood and something happens that you didn't expect to happen, I need you to go heavy on it.
You gotta be willing to go after your stuff. You gotta be willing to go after whatever has got your name on it. Sometimes you gotta fight your way over. Sometimes you gotta fight your way through. Sometimes you gotta look in the mirror and say, listen, I ain't got nobody else to encourage us right now. It's just me and you. But I'm telling you, you're the head and not the tail. And I'm fighting for me, or my house, or my children, or my brothers, or my sisters, or my husband, or my vision, or my dream. I'm gonna stand right here, and I ain't giving up my children. I'm not giving up my money. No, I'm standing. You can't keep quitting your whole life. You can't keep backing up, and you can't keep fainting, taking 2 steps forward and 3 steps back. After a while, there ought to be something in our lives that we stand through. Sicknesses that you stood through, struggles that you stood through, weaknesses that you stood through, crises that you stood through, pressures that you stood through. That is where character is developed. That's what defines our destiny when you are in the middle of transition.
Yo, that's the first time I watched that. Like, my guy Brandon makes all the little segue clips and videos and stuff. So I watch stuff for the first time on this show, just like you do, right? Like, I load it up in the I got this tool called Wirecache. I load everything up and then I watch but I don't see the videos. Anything pre-recorded, I don't see it. I watch it right here with you. I experience the show right here with you. And that was scary. I'm watching that. I'm like, dang, Brandon, you went deep, bro. First thing in the morning. Okay, I see you. We are already at the 30-minute mark this morning. So I've got like a clip, a video, multiple. We still got 20 minutes of show left. And that ain't happening today. I'm just saying. Because I want to honor your mornings. And one of the things that was really important over the last few weeks as I spent time with Grant Cardone, Elena Cardone, as I spent time with Janelle Delgado, as I spent time with just a bunch of champions, right? One of the things that became very clear to me is that real champions, they honor their commitments, they honor their commitments, they honor other people, and they really respect other people's time as well. And so, what I am going to do right now is we're gonna say goodbye this morning. I'm gonna go over to Clubhouse, and I'm gonna hang out on Clubhouse with some people over there. That's what we do. This week, we are going to do an entire series around things, like you just saw that spooky segue, things that go bump in the night, right? We're going to really tap into this thing called fear. And I think that sometimes we think fear is, fear of speaking, fear of snakes, fear of the, types of things. But I think there's some really deep rooted fears that we're not talking about. And we need to bring them to the surface. When we experience something with our eyes closed, then the next time we can experience it with our eyes open. And the time after that, we can experience it with our hands all the way up in the air, right? And so there are some things that we're going to talk through here on the show. We'll do it all together, but we're gonna move on that starting tomorrow morning. So make sure you come back. All right. If you're watching the replay, thanks for being here. If it's after 6:30 a.m., come back tomorrow. Or head over to Clubhouse. They're there till like 11 or 12 with some motivation, education, inspiration. But if you want to connect with me, I'll be on Clubhouse for the next 29 minutes. And then I'll be back here at 5:30 a.m. We're going to continue this series, or actually kick off this series, I should say. Apparently we talked a little bit too much this morning, but we'll kick off this series. So I'm just going to head out. I'm going to play out some music. If you would, again, support, love. Gail, we love you. Rebecca, we love you and your family. You guys are incredible. And we're with you this Monday morning, October 30th, 2023. All together, I know that we can help you rise up and bring some joy into your life today. So thanks for guys. Thank you guys and gals for joining me. And I'm going to go ahead and tap this one out. Have an amazing day. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Stay woke, stay woke, stay woke, stay woke. Hashtag rise and grind, hashtag rise and grind. First thing on my mind, early in the morning time. Daily motivation, feeling so divine. Waking up the nation, hashtag rise and grind, hashtag rise and grind. Hashtag rise and grind, grind, grind. Hashtag rise and grind, grind, grind. Hashtag rise and grind, grind, grind. Hashtag rise and grind. First thing on my mind, early in the morning time. Daily motivation, feeling so divine. Waking up the nation, hashtag rise and grind. Hashtag rise and grind. Don't stop, get it, get it. Hashtag rise and don't stop, get it, get it. Waking up the nation, hashtag rise and grind. Good morning. On my feet before the sunrise. Stepped into my greatness, feeling powerful and energized. Thankful to be alive. Hashtag blessed. Write my mission, vision, values, and my gratitude list. I'm building up momentum. I'm making good decisions. I rise, I grind, I get it. Ain't no doubt that I'm committed. Cause who really loses if I don't win? Can't cheat the grind, only get what you put in. So I'm mastering my mentals. I'm focused on my physical. I'm developing spiritually and manifesting miracles. I'm gonna get it started, have a party in the morning, and I'ma wake the world is so alarming. I hashtag rise and grind, hashtag rise and grind. First thing on my mind, early in the morning time. Daily motivation, feeling so divine. Waking up the nation, hashtag rise and grind, hashtag rise and grind, grind, grind. 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 Good morning, don't stop, get it, get it. Good morning, don't stop, get it, get it, get it. Good morning, don't stop, get it, get it, get it. Good morning, don't stop, get it, get it. Hashtag rise and grind, let's go, let's 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 hashtag rise and grind. I know you hashtag rise and grind, let's go, let's hashtag rise and grind, let's go, let's hashtag rise and grind. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, everybody in the land. Make them all get up and turn the volume up and dance. I'm up like a rooster about my